Okay. Check, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did not share the sound. Let me know if it is audible or not. Okay. I forgot to share this. Not audible.
Audible.
It's very low.
Ma'am,
Okay.
you can share from there only.
Ma'am, you can turn up the volume. It's only half.
Can I continue now? Do not talk in between.
Ma'am, on the lower right side there is volume also.
Yes.
Ma'am, can't hear.
Ma'am, it is not audible.
Not audible?
Ma'am, you haven't
No,
shared
ma'am.
the
Ma'am, you
sound.
can share this.
Now? Was it audible now?
No,
Ma'am, you
ma'am.
have not shared.
Ma'am, you still have not shared the sound.
Ma'am, there
I
may be
did-
3 dots below. Click
Yeah,
on that.
1 minute, children. Just
About consumer behavior. Consumer behavior. What does it mean? It is the study of individuals, groups or organizations and processes they use to select, secure, use and dispose of products, services, experience, or ideas to satisfy their needs and wants. Want to make it simple? It is the decision of processes and acts of people involved in buying and using products. The study of consumer behavior explains as to why consumers make the purchases that they make, what factors influence consumer purchases, and what are the changing factors in our society. For example, during Christmas, the buying tendencies of consumers increase as compared to other months. In the same way, during Valentine's week, individuals are often seen purchasing gifts for their partners. Fluctuations in the financial markets and recession decrease the buying capacity of individuals. These are the factors that affect the consumer's behavior. In a layman's term, refers to how and why people make the purchase decisions they do. While want is the desire for a product or services that are not necessary, but consumer wished for. Like for instance, James needs a phone for work, but then he bought a luxury phone. Why did James purchase a luxury phone instead of a middle-class phone? That's what benefits define for. It is the positive results of consumption. The feature provides the customer with something of value to them. James using a luxury phone makes him feel confident, proud and boost his self-esteem. But then imagine James having his dream phone, but the maintenance and accessories are as well expensive. But he's worried in placing it from anywhere unless the place is well secured. That is cost. It is the negative result of the consumption. What is exchange? An exchange process is simply when an individual or an organization decides to satisfy a need or want by offering some money or goods or services in exchange. The exchange process extends into relationship marketing. The core function of an exchange is to ensure fair and orderly trading. What is consumption? Consumption is the utilization of economic goods to satisfy needs. Let's imagine again James drinking the last soda in the vending machine. We can say that he is a satisfied customer and will consider that soda valuable and worthy. Consumer behavior as a field of study. It is an applied social science. Consumer behavior analysis is the use of behavior principles, usually gained experimentally, to interpret human economic consumption. As a discipline, consumer behavior stands at the intersection of economic psychology and marketing science. Here comes economics, psychology, social psychology, marketing and anthropology that contribute on consumer behavior. What is economics? Economics is the study of scarcity, the study of how people use resources, or the study of decision-making. Economics is a social science concerned chiefly with description and analysis of the production, distribution, and consumption. Welcome to our lecture.
All right, understood? Consumer behavior, children? Am I audible?
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Understood.
Yes,
Clearly.
very good.
Yes.
Now we will study about consumer surplus. That is also very important to understand what exactly is consumer surplus and what is utility good. All right. So I'm sharing another video with you all. Let me know once the screen is visible to you all. Is it visible?
Visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Wants are also called primary wants. These are the requirements that one cannot do without because they are very necessary for survival. They are necessary for life. For example, you cannot do without food. If you take so long without eating, you just die. You cannot survive without shelter. That is, you need somewhere where you need to survive in, like a house, a good house where you can survive in. You can also not survive without clothing. You cannot survive naked, although you are a human being. So you need clothing. So when we talk of food, shelter, and clothing, those are wants. They are wants that we need so much in our life, in our day-to-day life. And since we cannot do without them, we call them basic wants or primary wants. And let's now look at the characteristics of basic wants. And one of the characteristics is that a human being cannot do without them. You cannot survive without eating, for example. So one cannot do without them. The other one is that they are felt needs. They are felt needs. That means if you lack them, you will suffer a lot. So you need to make sure that you always have them. So their needs is felt. The other one is that they cannot be postponed. For example, you cannot postpone taking food for today, tomorrow, even the day after. You just suffer. You'll suffer if you don't take food. You cannot postpone living in a house. You need shelter day in, day out. So they cannot be postponed. The other one is that they are satisfied before secondary wants. You are going to look at what are secondary wants, but secondary wants are also known as luxuries. You can do without them. And an example of a secondary want is a car. You can do without a car. You can do without a 5-bedroom house. Provided you have a house, whether it's small or not, you can, the fact is that you have a house. So we are going to look at secondary wants in the course of our lesson. But on this point, we are saying that basic wants are satisfied before secondary wants, because basic wants you cannot do without them, but you can do without secondary wants. Let's now look at these secondary wants. And secondary wants are the requirements that one can do without, but they are needed to make life more comfortable. They are needed to make life more comfortable. For example, a TV set, Can do without a TV. It's not a must to watch a TV, though you may want to watch it, but if you are not financially okay, you can do without it, but nothing would happen. You would not suffer for that. You can do without a car. So secondary wants are the wants that you can do without. We categorize secondary wants into two. You can categorize them either as comforts or luxuries. Secondary wants can be categorized either as comforts or luxuries. And the comforts are wants that improves one's standard of living beyond the mere survival. For example, furniture. You can do without furniture, but if you are in a position to afford furniture, your life becomes more comfortable. You also security, even education. You can live without education and you still will survive. But if you are in a position to acquire education, get maybe a good job, then your life will be more comfortable. So education is a comfort. Medical care is a comfort. Security is a comfort. Furniture is a comfort, and many others. Let's now look at luxuries. What are luxuries? Luxuries are requirements that provide excessive comfort. They provide excessive comfort. You have said that luxuries provide excess comfort, but comfort improves one living standard.
I hope you all understood the differences, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Luxuries, comforts, and necessary goods. So that was quite basic for you all. What I want you all to make a note of it, and I told you not to keep your books ready and just note down the important point is in this particular video. Okay, that is the features of consumer behavior, characteristics. This is very important. You all can note down. Okay, the pointers whichever you feel it's important, please note it down. Shall I start that?
Yes.
Consumer behavior is the decision process and physical activity that individuals engage in when evaluating, acquiring, using, or disposing of goods and services. There are 8 features of consumer behavior that are systematic process, influenced by various factors, different to different customers, different for different products, varies across regions, vital to marketers, reflects customer status and improves standard of living. The buying decision of customers is a systematic process. It starts with identification of need, followed by search for product information and listing of alternative brands. The alternatives are evaluated to make a purchase decision, which is followed by post-purchase evaluation. Consumer behavior is influenced by various factors such as marketing factors, psychological factors like buying motives and attitudes, personal factors like age, gender, and education, and social factors like social status and reference groups.
So you all can take points from this. Okay, what are the factors influenced? Okay, factors which influence the consumer behavior. You all can take points from this. Okay, children.
The next feature is different to different customers. All customers behave differently. Differences in consumer behavior are caused by individual factors such as a customer's nature, lifestyle, and culture. It is also different for different products. Consumers behave differently for different products. Some consumers may buy a large quantity of some items and small quantity of other items. Consumer behavior varies across regions, states, and countries. Urban customers might behave differently from rural customers. It is vital to marketers. Marketers must understand consumer behavior well to take appropriate marketing decisions. It reflects customer status. Consumers who own luxury goods are considered to have higher social status. And lastly, consumers' buying behavior determines their standard of living. The more goods and services a customer buys, the higher is his or her standard of living. Now let's move on to the factors influencing consumer behavior. The first is marketing factors. The 4 marketing mix variables, namely product, price, place, and promotion, greatly influence consumer buying behavior. Product includes product features, package, etc. The price influences the buying decision. Place includes the location where a product is available, types of channels and area of coverage. And promotion includes sales promotion, publicity, etc. The next is personal factors such as age, gender, education, income level, and societal status, which influence consumer behavior towards a product. Psychological factors. Consumer buying behavior is influenced by various psychological factors. Learning occurs through information and experience. Satisfied customers may repurchase and be loyal to a brand. Attitude. Consumers develop positive or negative attitudes towards a product, which may affect their buying behavior. Motive drives a customer to make a purchase. A marketer must identify a customer's buying motives and induce a positive response. Motives include price and possession, love and affection, and comfort and convenience. And lastly, perception, which is the impression of a consumer forms towards a product. The next factor is situational influences. Physical surroundings include the store location, decor, layout, etc. influence the buying behavior. Social surroundings refer to the people who are involved with the customer while making a purchase. Time factor is important as customers may make different decisions depending on different times. And momentary conditions, that is, the buying customer's mood and condition at the time of purchase affects his buying decision. Social factors include reference group, which is a small group of people such as a workplace colleagues, club members, and friend circle. Family, members such as parents influence children's buying decision on various products. And the role and status. For instance, a person with a higher designation enjoys higher status. People may purchase products, especially branded ones, that conform to their roles and status. Cultural factors include race, religion, tradition, and values. Religion plays an important role for some products. For instance, alcohol consumption and tobacco products are not allowed in some religions. Subcultures includes castes, religious sects, geographic regions, and languages. People from different subcultures may show. Consumer behavior is the decision process and physical activity that.
I hope you all understood, children, the different factors which influence the consumer behaviors. So you remember while solving the question answers, we had come across various products. They gave you the name of the products and they were asking you what were the factors which influence you while buying so and so product. So you can take pointers from here also, from these specific different given factors, and you can include that which suits the specific product. All right. So you all can take pointers from